What's going on, YouTube? Today I'm gonna be I'm playing. I wish my intro started out like that. But alright, so here it is. I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm feeling kind of groggy. I don't know what time it is. I just know that I gotta get up and start doing something. So what do I do when I need a little bit of inspiration? I do what anyone does. I put on some cartoons. Specifically, the cartoon I started watching was Riley Was Here. You know, that episode of Boondocks where Riley's just like sneaking out at night spray painting everything, so Grandpa makes him go get an art teacher. This episode came out in like 2005, so I was definitely still a kid, and I had no idea who this guy was supposed to be. Also, it's funny now looking around in my room. When I watched this episode, I thought it was a really good episode, but I still thought painting was boring as like art. Who has time for that, man? Bring back a pimp named Slickback. Speaking of which, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner is like my favorite episode. It's only my favorite episode because it was the first episode I ever saw. So I don't know, just imagine at a late night you're a kid and all you see is
It's edible. Game recognized, game, granddad.
So here it is. I'm watching Crystal chase Slipback up the freeway, and I ask myself, what time is it? Seriously, like, what time is it? You see, as a recently unemployed man, video coming soon, I have lost all sense of time. I glance up at my clock in the corner of my computer, and I realize it is 4:30 a.m. on a Saturday. Not only is it only 4:30 a.m. on a Saturday, but this is the first Saturday of 2025. Yes, the first Saturday of the new year. So you know what I'm going to do? Fill out a job application? Absolutely not. It is time to watch 24 hours of Saturday morning cartoons. Yes, it is the first Saturday of 2025, and I am dedicating it to 24 hours of Saturday morning cartoons. Who's going to stop me? I am a grown man, and I do what I want. Okay, usually when I know I'm about to get into a big cartoon fest, I love to kick it off with a movie. And the movie I decided to kick this year off with, I had to reach deep within the nostalgic part of my brains, and I had to go with the Mighty Ducks. Not these ducks. Who are these people? I've never seen these people in my life. I've never seen this movie before. I don't know these kids. I heard it's a trilogy. Don't be in my comments talking about it's peak Emilio Estevez. My only reference to this Emilio person is from Night at the Roxbury when Will Ferrell was all like, Emilio!
A mighty duck, man, I swear to God.
Anyway, not those ducks, but these ducks. Yes, these are the only Mighty Ducks I know and we will ever acknowledge on this channel. I don't remember too much about this movie. I just remember that, like, I got traumatized because the dude had to like hand off his mask in like this weird worm portal thingy majigger, but it was still a really good cartoon. You know, space hockey alien ducks that saved the world. Totally 90s. This movie actually sent me into a whole nother rabbit hole because I had to Google if the Mighty Ducks were a real team. And don't come at me talking about you didn't know the Mighty Ducks were a real team or not. No, because last time I thought something was real, it was jackalopes, and I made a fool of myself in a room full of people. I don't really like to talk about it too much, but jackalopes aren't real, but the Mighty Ducks are real. Kind of. They're called the Anaheim Ducks, which are like, hey, 30 minutes from me, so social media goal, you know, I want to go see the Anaheim Ducks. Now, who's called? They will forever be the Mighty Ducks to me, and I have to go see a hockey game now. Hashtag Ducks. Fun fact, I saw the first hockey game I saw was in New Orleans at the New Orleans Arena. They now sell smoothies and play basketball there. Times have changed. Speaking of times changing, it is now 7:30, which is peak, man. When I tell you peak Saturday morning cartoon time. If you wake up at 8:30, 9 o'clock, you done missed all the good stuff. So I like to start off my Saturday morning cartoons with a workout. You know what I'm saying? Gong Yi Tim High! Yes, Xioa Lin Showdown. Oh, my favorite character is Raymundo. I know he be like moody and stuff, but man, I've always been a big fan of the wind element, and Raymundo's he's funny to me. I love Kimiko's fashion sense. I love how in the first episode she just didn't even talk to anybody. She just was on her phone the whole time. Classic Kimiko. Oh my gosh, yo, for real. Okay, I'm trying to make this video, but I legit had nothing good to say about Clay, because he's like, I was never a big Clay fan. I just wasn't. But why the frick did I not realize until now, all this time later, that it's Clay's name, and he's an earth element? Clay, earth? Why is that just now clicking? It's been so many, this show has been out for how long? And I just put Clay and the earth element together. Oh my gosh. Once again, I'm not a very smart person. You know, if you're watching this because you think I'm an intelligent person, no. I just like pretty colors and have too much time on my hands, honestly. So, it's been a while since I watched this show. Like, I clicked on a random late game episode and they were fighting a bean. When the heck did they start fighting a bean? I remember Wooya, the little ghost chick, Jack Spicer, of course, and I remember the reptile guy. When did the bean show up? And then, to make matters worse, they lost to the bean. They got beat up by a bean and had to go through a whole training montage. Team Avatar would never. But let me calm down, because honestly, I shouldn't be judging anybody, because I only know the dance moves to one dance, the Macarena, and the only reason why I know the dance moves to it is because of this video right here.
I am not trying to be annoying. I act like a nut, so they call me macadamia. I dance like a klutz on a chocolate.
Gotta beep, superhero! Honestly, this deserves its own video. It really does. So I'm just gonna say it. I watched Static Shock. Like, Static Shock, Milestone, they deserve their own videos. Since I don't want to make this video like 5 hours long, I watched Static Shock. Then I watched Batman Beyond. Now, this is tricky. But see, here's where I could have made a huge mistake. If you watch Static Shock and Batman Beyond back to back, too close together, you can get stuck in something I like to call the superhero spiral. All these cartoons are phenomenal, and they're their own journey and adventure as it is. However, we only have 24 hours. We can stay here all day, all night, all week. No, to get out of this superhero spiral, you have to make a jump at warp speed, and you just have to like go somewhere else. Code Lyoko. I literally just tuned into the show for the theme song and would immediately cut it off. I've only seen one episode of this show, or only had the ability to sit through one episode of this show. It was like when some character went back in time and won the lottery because another character was poor and had to move away, but then the girl got all mad because she's like, why do you win the lottery for me and give me all this money? You're messing up the future. And my kid brain was like, ungrateful. And you may be asking yourself, how did you know this show was even on if you didn't like watching it? That's because this show lived in the little world I like to call Miguzi. You see, Bumps takes it from just watching TV to being transported into a whole new world. Bumps create an environment, they create a vibe. With Miguzi, you're in this beautiful underwater land. With Toonami, you're with Tom, and you're just like blasting through the stars, bringing the best out of yourselves as you watch all this beautiful anime and Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moons. The video for another time, but the point I'm getting at is, it's sad because I feel like kids these days, oh my god, I can't believe this is I feel like because of Netflix and streaming, kids these days, they're not gonna have enough bumps. Anyway, I'm not about to go to Miguzi without visiting my girls. Totally Spies. The green one was my favorite. Like, I know there's supposed to be a playoff on, I guess, Charlie's Angels, but everyone knows they're just teenage Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls. Craig McCracken, originally called the Whoop Ass Girls. I got so much to say about them. Screw it. I don't care if it makes a video long. My favorite episode is the one when they all weren't like confident in their own powers, so they all like got spin-offs of different characters that liked them. So like Buttercup, she went with Spawn, but she calls herself Spore. How cool was that costume? Like seriously, Spore. The Boogeyman episode when Buttercup was just ready to be in the club, just partying with the Boogie Monsters, unfazed. Oh, and then that time when she dated the dudes from the Green Gang, Buttercup was about that life. Bubbles, the mime episode with the crayons. You can't hurt me with the things that you do. I'll pick up dandelions and I'll give them to you. And then can we talk about her voice actor, Tara Strong? The same lady that voices Raven from Teen Titans voices Bubbles, who is like the sweetest, nicest girl ever. Oh, and Blossom. She is a leader, and she was nice to let her sisters play in her hair that one time. Goody two shoes. And you already know, if I watch Powerpuff Girls, I have to watch Dexter's Lab. Specifically, it was Saturday. It's the first Saturday of the month. I gotta treat myself to my favorite episode. Go, Dexter family, go! You see, right now, I'm in Cartoon Network land. And Cartoon Network will forever be my favorite out of the big three. It just is what it is. Or at least that's what it was until they shut down their website.
Me and my friends get no respect. What does Scooby do that we neglect? We be putting all our foes in check, but me and my friends get no respect.
Cartoon Network was cooking with these Cartoon Network Groovies. The Jabberjaw one, I got a gorilla for sale, Magilla gorilla for sale. I got a gorilla for sale, Magilla gorilla for sale. And don't get me started on Dexter's Back to the Lab Again and I Got a Secret. Those are actually part of like a full album. Actually, Dexter's Lab has an album and Powerpuff Girls has an album, and I listen to both of them like way more than I really should, than any grown man should. While I was watching my cartoons, I was also posting what I was watching on my Instagram story. And at some point, I got a message or a petition for a request to watch Captain Planet. I do take requests. I know there's a lot of stuff I'm covering in this video, and there's still so much stuff in so many cartoons I haven't covered. So if there's a cartoon or an animated music video or a specific episode of a show you want me to watch, man, leave it in the comments. I'll watch it. I'll give y'all my little review. Like, yo, man, this is an interactive channel. We're locked in, fam. Okay, so Captain Planet. This show is literally the only reason why I don't litter as an adult. Captain Planet, he's a hero, gonna take pollution down to zero. Have y'all ever seen that Don Cheetah Captain Planet? Yeah, so before he was War Machine, he was Captain Planet. You know, get your Marvel bag. I'm proud of you, Don Cheetah. But bro, how do you go from Captain Planet to War Machine? Captain Planet, War Machine. Although, to be fair, you were acting like a War Machine through your Captain Planet thing. Who the dress Duke Nukem? I need to know. Whoever his stylist is, just stop. Just stop fashion altogether. Please and thank you. Like, he looks like a lost tourist. Wait. There's like this dude that's famous on TikTok or YouTube or something. He's really good at styling stuff. Do you think he could pull off the Duke Nukem? Shout out Gaia. Like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. And I feel like when you're a kid, you automatically want like one of like the wind, the fire. But real maturity is realizing the heart ring is the strongest out of all of them. Someone told me there's actually an episode where the fire where the fire guy like goes to the future and the heart guy is like evil or he's not there, something or another, and like the whole future's messed up. I haven't seen the episode, but hey, I'll watch it, make a video out of it, cause content is content. All right, so you didn't watch Xioa Lin Showdown, you didn't got your petition for Captain Planet. The next natural order of things is to, go to Avatar: The Last Airbender. Keep it elemental. However, I just watched the first episode of Avatar with somebody. If you start the first episode of a cartoon with somebody, like, you gotta at least see the first couple of episodes through. So I'm not gonna go watch Avatar by myself. Like, I've already seen it like 20, 50 million times over. So, like, I can see how far I'll get into Avatar with this person. Shut up! Get out of my personal life. Y'all are weird. Okay, so instead of going the elemental route, we're going to go the team route. And nothing says teamwork like that episode of Teen Titans where Robin dresses up as a Red X and just beats the shit out of everybody. Like, why, Robin? They were your teammates. They're your friends, bro. Like, Robin is just on young boy, don't trust anybody energy 24/7, and we all kind of love him for it. Once again, Teen Titans is one of those shows where I've just seen every episode so much, and I have so much to say about every character, but instead of sitting here talking about every character, I'm just going to talk about the one character I have the biggest beef with out of everybody. So, I only watched 2 episodes of Teen Titans. I watched a Red X episode, and then I watched the episode when Starfire has to go back to her homeworld because she's about to get married. It's an arranged marriage. The Titans are on their way to her homeworld to marry her off or whatever. Blackfire is like, look, all that's not important. What is important is they're on Starfire's home planet. Beast Boy runs into these alien dogs. He starts like harassing them. Alright, here's where my beef starts off. Later on in the episode, they get into this huge fight with Blackfire and all her little minions or whatever. Beast Boy turns into the alien dog he saw earlier. Let me repeat that for you. He turns into the alien dog he saw earlier, which means Beast Boy can turn into aliens? Beast Boy, all we ever see you turn into is what? We get the bear, the gorilla, the occasional dinosaur variant, and then the Sasquatch. Bro, why don't you just go, like, take a year or 2 off from the Teen Titans, go travel the world, collect a bunch of alien DNA, and to this day, I truly believe that Ben 10 provided me with the greatest twist in cartoon history. The fact that the Omnitrix was never meant to be a weapon. It was meant to be a way for different aliens to put themselves in each other's shoes. Also, he uses forearms way too much. Oscar Proud is that man. Like, Oscar Proud is a winner. I don't care what no one says. And he was a basketball star back in the day. As a kid, I really thought this man was a flat-out loser. But as an adult, I realized this man really has it made. He has twins. I've always wanted twins. Fun fact about me. His wife is a baddie. He owns his own business. And he just gets to stay at home and play with his monkey. Team Oscar. Actually, no, scratch that. Team Trudy. Trudy is really the MVP of the family. Because can you imagine the whole neighborhood, everyone you've ever talked to in your entire life knows your husband sucks at what he does. At least that's what the common consensus is. And you still stand by his side. Like, you go, Trudy. I need me a Trudy in my life. I ain't even gonna lie. I need someone that when my videos get like 14 views, they're still like, you go, baby. You the best YouTuber ever. Your snacks don't suck. A lot of these shows I'm rewatching with like adult eyes. As a kid, whenever I saw Doug's sister Judy walking around being all weird and I guess artsy, I'd be like, that chick is weird as hell. Now I feel like I run into that girl every other day at a coffee shop, and I'd be like, that girl is weird as hell. Wait. I was looking for some clips to put with this, and honestly,
I think Judy might be onto something. This might be a whole nother video, but like I might have to go back and do like a character retrospective on Judy, because maybe she's not as weird as I think.
I am not getting caught up in your bourgeois capitalist money-making scam.
You see, Hey Arnold is what I would like to call a completely perfect cartoon. From the very first episode to the last movies. This is one of those shows where you put it on, you really feel like you're living in a community. You are the stoop kid who's afraid to leave his stoop. When I tell you they made every character in this show a complete, fully formed person, and they took the time to let you know about everyone's background story, like, you go, Arnold. We are all actors, and the world is just a stage. There are no background characters when it comes to a show like this. Like, don't make me start talking about Mr. Wynn and his daughter. Bruh, when I found out what Arnold's last name was, like, if you don't know, I'm not telling you, but they do say his name throughout the entire series.
So this isn't my favorite cartoon, but if I do a cartoon marathon, I always put it on at some point. And I don't really have the words to explain it, but Rocko's next door neighbor's wife really makes me feel weird. Okay, by this time the sun's about to go down. It's time to make that transition from daytime cartoons to nighttime cartoons. And the best show I use to transition me is Adventure Time. Because with Adventure Time, you just never know what feels you're going to get. Because, woo, those later seasons, oh my goodness, like, I can't even get into them. But also, the reason why I like to transition using Adventure Time is because of this character right here, Jake the dog. Jake helps me with painting so much because
Sucking at something is the first step towards being sort of good at something.
Jake just always has a positive word to say. However, the same voice actor that does Jake the dog also does Bender from Futurama.
Hey, bite my shiny metal ass.
So I love watching Adventure Time, then Futurama. And once you touch Futurama, you're into all the nighttime cartoons, you know, American Dad, South Park, and I circle all the way back to the Boondocks. Full circle, the end, 24 hours of cartoons completed. Yay! Yeah, this video is getting hella long, as you can tell.